Don't you worry your beautiful little face. It is the one, the only Rusty Hardwood, professional wrestling's most prized possession, and I'm here with yet another edition of Hard Times with Rusty Hardwood, the legend. That is me, myself, Rusty Hardwood. How are you doing, brothers, sisters, they, thems, and hicksters? It is a beautiful day. I'm staring out my window, and I can't help but get wrapped up in reminiscing. You know, the sun is hitting my face in such a way that it reminds me of the time that I was hanging out down south with one Sir Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. You see, Hot Stuff was a friend of mine. Of course he was. Why wouldn't he be? We get along like peas and rice, like peanut butter and jelly. And we were always riding up and down the roads together. Me, him, his brother Doug. We were just hanging out all of the time. And there was one time in particular that Eddie took a real shine to my car. And he said, "Man, this is real nice. What is this?" I said, "Well, brother, I don't even know, you know. I just pull up into any lot in any part of the country and I say, hey, it's me, Rusty Hardwood." And these people, if they haven't fainted in astonishment by that point, they are more than willing to just throw any sort of vehicle at me. So you know what? It's really not a big deal for me to treat this as if it was just in any ordinary. I'll treat it like it's a toothpick. You know, just put it in my mouth, let it swirl around with my saliva. That's a bad analogy, but I think you understand what I'm getting at here. And I was very fond of letting my dear friend Eddie Gilbert, Hot Stuff himself, I was very fond of letting him drive any car that I ever had because he was the best wheelman and the best wingman for any sort of party that we were going to be having. Now, you see, I can't go disclosing all of the details of the sordid affairs that we were known to be taking part in. You know, the nefarious acts with which we have committed. Statutes of limitations are a hazy part of the law that I have yet to read. But let's just talk about the one time that Eddie said that he was going to go over to the Kroger. You know, I'm hanging out in the dressing room waiting for my performance, really, I was going to go out and cut a promo that was going to fucking sell tickets, brother, because that's what it's all about, you know. It's not about going out and doing flashy, flim-flamity flues. It's all about selling fucking tickets and provoking emotion within the people, and all Rusty Hardwood has to do such a thing is to let his golden tongue, well, I guess some people call it silver, but mine is golden because that's what it does. It creates, it's the Midas touch, brother. I get on a microphone, and motherfuckers just want to come and see what I'm talking about. They want to tune in on their television screens, and they want to hear the words that come out of Rusty Hardwood's mouth. So I'm sitting around waiting to go deliver my promo where I talk about probably superstar Bill Dundee and that motherfucker's weird helmet-like hair. And Eddie Gilbert says, "Hey, brother, can I go over to the Kroger? Can I use your car?" I said, "You are my brother, Eddie." And he said, "Rusty?" I said, "Eddie." He said, "Rusty?" I said, "Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert." And he said, "I love you so much, brother. You're the best. Thank you so much. Do you need anything?" I said, "Of course. I need a pack of Marlboros and I need $10 in gas. I need you to put it in there. Please don't fuck around. I want to get out of the building as soon as we're done. I want to head on down to the Piggly. You know what? It's safe as a trip. Just get me a sixer." So that's what we did. I was hanging around, and Eddie Gilbert took off into the Kroger. So I went on about my business, completely forgetting that I had bequeathed my car keys over to Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and later on that day, I'm sitting outside of the back of the building, and don't you know, I see Jerry Lawler come out, and you know, Jerry Lawler was wearing this incredibly fucking bright shirt, so of course you couldn't miss him. And I wanted to go up to him and say, "Hey, Jerry, how you doing? Where's that $10 that you owe me?" And then suddenly I realized that that was probably a bad idea because I saw the camera, and then out of the clear blue sky, my car comes barreling towards Jerry Lawler full force, and who's behind the wheel of that motherfucker? Well, it's my brother, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. How was I to know that Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, my good brother, was going to run down Jerry Lawler with my car, brothers? If I knew that, of course, I would have completely avoided the situation. I would have been somewhere else at that point in time. I would have, maybe I wouldn't have let him borrow the car, but that's very unlikely. But the point stands, I had no idea that he was going to be trying to commit any sort of vehicular manslaughter, and I cannot be held liable for any residual neck damages that Jerry Lawler has faced ever since being run down with my beautiful car. I promptly got rid of it after that. It just had a weird vibe about it, you know. I didn't feel right driving it down the roads, so I sold it to Eddie Gilbert. Another day in the life of a journeyman professional wrestler of the old school variety, cut from a different cloth, my friends. That's me. I am the legend, Rusty Hardwood, and it has been so wonderful sharing my stories with you. If you enjoyed it, just send me some money in the mail. Yeah, find out my P.O. box. I have my assistant, my production assistant. It's my nephew, Frankie. He'll just put up the P.O. box somewhere, maybe in the comments or something like that. If you got some comments, put them. Why not? I'll answer you. Fuck it. You got a question? Fuck it. You want to know a story? Fuck it. I'll do it all, brother, because that's what I do. I do it all. I am a jack of all trades. I am the master of all, because that is a played out phrase for one original article like Rusty Hardwood. Can't help but thank you enough. That's my time, and that's hard times. And I'm hardwood. I think that's a good sign off. Okay, bye.